What's up, buddies? Welcome to a special Mix-Up Monday video. Now, considering it's the middle of the summer and FIFA's kind of slowing down, I did want to bring back the Mix-Up Monday video setup. So if you guys do enjoy this until maybe FIFA 17 is out, I'm thinking we're going to be doing live footy videos. A lot of you guys asking for that, but I'm thinking we're going to do different games, maybe H1Z1, maybe some other new games coming out. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. I actually found myself watching old videos from Spencer playing Top 11, and then I jumped into Nepo's video series of him playing Top 11, and I gotta say, I'm absolutely addicted. I've been addicted to this game for about 3-4 weeks, and I thought, why not share this awesome app with you guys? So all the details to Top 11 will be at the top of the description for you guys. You can go check it out. You can download it on your Apple device, your Android devices. It's a completely free app, and you can also add me to the Top 11 setup. And quickly wanted to show you guys here that the Classy Cartel, that's it spelt right there for you guys. Add me up in your friends list. But if you're excited for different videos, smash the like button. This app's awesome. And I've only been playing the game for about 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks now, so bear in mind my club is still very new and it's in a progression stage, but I'm very proud of how we've done. So in my first season, and right now it's actually preseason, but in my first season, we managed to lock up 6th place, and I'm gonna show you guys all this stuff. We managed to lock up 6th place, which actually means that we get promoted into the next league, which gets you more money for your club, gets you better rewards, gets you better tokens, which you can then use to buy players and all of that awesome stuff. But I'll quickly show you our results. So the last game we played, which I think was last night, and you actually play when the season is on. So at the start of every month, you play a game every single day, and I think you end up playing 25 games a season. So 1 game every day, and then you can play friendlies against your friends. You've got cup matches, you got the Champions League to play as well, and that's the full league table. So it goes into full details about how your club does. Again, I think compared to everyone, we definitely ended off the season with the best run of results, so I was really proud about that. And I want to show you guys as well the cup. So the cup is another dimension of the game that you play, I think, throughout the month. So we managed to make it into, I believe, the quarterfinals. So you start out, where is it? In qualifying, we won 2-0. We then won 3-0 in the round of 32, then the round of 16, we barely squeaked through, and then we got our butts handed to us in the quarterfinals by Miguel FC. So we're very new to the competition, so we didn't make it into the Champions League, and I don't think we make it into the Champions League either for this year, because again, in the league, I think you need to be in the top 4 places, and we just missed out. Now, the best part about this app is it's a very similar app to all the other apps where you set things up and then you can leave it. It's not crazy time demanding. It can be time demanding if you want it to be and you want to make your team the best possible setup that they can be for every game that they go into. But the lovely thing is you can set up your team and leave it for a couple of days, or leave it for a week if you want to, and your managers will take over and run things. The only thing that you don't get if you're not in the app every single day, which I would highly recommend, you spend 15, 20, 30 minutes in the app daily just to set your team up, and I'm going to show you guys here, is the squad training. So you can get your team on peak performance just by setting them up for training every single day. Now, I'm actually going to show you guys maybe the home setup and give you a little bit of detail about that. So again, I showed you all the different leagues. This was the last game. So every game, if you don't play the game will play on its own depending on how you have the team set up. So for example, this game against Lewis Army, I did not play because I was asleep when the game was going on. But the way my team was set up, we actually did very well nevertheless. Eden Hazard, and I'm going to show you my squad in a second, managed to score. Sergio Ramos managed to score, and then I think his players just got injured. So we were a lot better set up. We got 64% possession, 18 total shots. I'm actually starting to build up my stadium as well, but I can only get 800 of the 3,000 fans 3,000 fan capacity into the stadium right now, and I want to make sure I work on that. So anyways, this is the home screen where you can go into details. You get notifications, very similar to career mode and FIFA and stuff. You get a lot of details. So again, there's my club name, the Classy Cartel. The only friend I have right now is Jose Mourinho. So I'm gonna actually, if you guys like this and you want to see this as a mini series, or maybe you want to see it on my streams as opposed to directly on my YouTube channel, let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I'll add up a whole bunch of my YouTube friends. So Spencer, I know he still plays this, Nepenthes, and I'm trying to get a whole bunch more YouTubers involved in this app so that we can have like friendly league setup, maybe Bateson and Sway and all the guys and stuff. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below and I'll get them all added up. In the meantime, you guys can send me friend requests and we can play friendlies and all that. And I will play a friendly against Jose Mourinho, hopefully in this video. Now, I want to quickly show you guys my squad. I'm not going to change anything. Everyone is doing incredibly well. So against Jose, we're going to stay with the team setup like this. But if you wanted to change things around, it's very simple. Drag and drop. So if you hold on Kessel, for example, I can move him into the middle of the park. I can make him defensive as well if I wanted to. Now, it lets you know as well, it's not his favored position. So it'll tell you he'll play in that position, but it's not his best position. So he actually does well more in central midfield. You can tell him to stay back, you know, just stay balanced. Again, very similar to FIFA. It's really interactive. And then on the left side, you can click your players and see like what their best stats are and how they're doing and stuff like that. And if you wanted, if you're not happy with like the player setup you have, you can edit everything. Now it costs you essentially 1 token to change your player, but you can make your player, you know, I don't know, Michy Batshuayi. You can make your player Diego Costa or whoever you want. You change their nationality, so you can customize. The nice thing is you can build up players, and then as they get better, you can turn them into different players. You know what I mean? So if you eventually have an incredible player, you can turn that player into Cristiano Ronaldo, and it doesn't really cost too much. And all of these tokens, you can pay for them if you want an advantage against other people, but you can earn all of this just by playing the game. You're not forced to spend money on the game, which I think is really cool. And the other cool things here is it gives you all the statistics for your players. So Huntelaar's played 7 games, has scored 8 goals, which is absolutely fantastic. He's got 2 man of the matches already as well. I've got a personal trainer, which I can, you know, build him up to do a lot better, but then of course it does cost a heck of a lot of tokens to make, you know, Huntelaar into like that legend or superstar player, which we're just going to build him up over time to that. If Huntelaar or this player in general isn't doing well, you can sell him at the auction, and the player rating and quality is on the right side. So as you can see, my substitute bench and my reserves are kind of the garbage of the club that I'm going to look to sell on and replace with better substitutes. And then my main team is on the left right there, as you can see, also on the right of the screen, but you can see their quality. So we got Stecklenburg in goal, who's like a 5-star rated player. We've got Sergio Ramos, who's a 6-star or 7-star rated player, 6-star rated player. We've got Nemanja Matic. We've got Kessel in the team now. We've got Eden Hazard in the setup. We've got Gareth Bale in the setup. We've got Huntelaar. So you can do whatever you want with the club, which is so awesome. And here are the transfers. Now you've got a live auction market, again, very similar to the FIFA setup, where you can bid on players and get them for super cheap. So like you've got this 27-year-old defensive player, center back. You can play out right back as well. Now he's only going for 310,000. You can look at the top and see that I have about 4.1 million coins to work with and 62 tokens. Every time you bid on a player, it costs a token, and then it takes away the coins depending on how much, or the dollar value depending on how much you pay. But if you don't want to sit on the auction market, or you just don't see a lot of good players up for sale, you can switch over and then buy directly from scouts. Now it shows you their values, and of course if you scroll all the way down, their values get cheaper. And a lot of the time, this is the best place to buy players. It's right at the bottom, because they're a little bit older, but they're 6 or 7-star rated players, and they cost a heck of a lot less than the super young players at the very top. Now another cool part, which is newly added to top 11, is associations. Now I've set up an association, but we haven't really done too much yet. So the association, we're working on being promoted, and basically there's a lot of details to the association, and once you go into the app, it explains everything to you. But you try to essentially have a club of yourself and 3 other managers. So maybe myself and Nepenthes and Spencer eventually will be set up in the same association, and all of us work on trying to win and move up the ladder system, which is so awesome. Again, progressive rewards the higher you go. You can loan players to each other, which is awesome. So if I have a defensive minded player that's injured, I can write Nep or Spencer a message saying, hey, can you guys loan me a defensive minded player for a couple of games? They can do that. I can help them out with strikers if they need it, so on and so forth. Now another cool part is your club section. You can change a lot of things, edit it up. You can get a whole slew of different kits if you want. Of course, being a Real Madrid fan, I went with the home and away kits and the badge and all that awesome stuff. Now this is also a really cool part. Club shop, I think, is kind of where you pick up the stuff that you want. You can pick up your tokens and the currency or whatever you want, so you can jump in there and boost yourself up. The nice thing too is that they do have discounts daily or weekly as well, and honestly in the description we may have a discount for you guys as well. I think I'm still working on that to try and hook up my subscribers. If there is a discount or details or any type of deal from me specifically with top 11, it'll be in the description for you guys, so go check that out. And then one thing I really wanted to show you guys, and is another addition to the top 11 setup, is the ground. Now it's going to take a little bit to load up, but you can develop your club in endless amounts of ways. You can set up your stadium, you can work on utilities, you can work on the youth development, which I think is important because I want to start bringing up players in the club myself. So I think we're a level 3 right now. We've got a junior pitch, but look at that. In 21 days, we're going to have 2 new youth players added into the club. So again, the nice thing about this app is it doesn't take too much time to set up, and it's something that you can just play all year long, and something that just progresses all year long, which I like. You've got different training centers. Now the stadium I'm working on upgrading right now, it's got a 3,000 seat capacity, but I think when the seat setup is done, it's going to add another 1,000 seats. Now I can speed it up. There's 2 days left. How much would it cost to do? 10 tokens. You know what? I would like to get the ground a little bit bigger, so why don't we boost that right now? It is only 10 tokens, and you know what? I'm going to upgrade as well. a different part of the stadium. So let's see. Do you want to upgrade the stadium itself or the pitch? What would upgrading the pitch actually do? Basic grass so that your players don't play on dirt. If we upgrade this, improve the quality of the grass and thus reduce the probability of injuries, reduce it by 10%. Now, do we want, am I too worried about that? My players don't seem to get injured. I don't want to jinx myself or not, but what about the stadium itself? Now, it's the village type of stadium with 3,000 seats. Now, if I upgrade it, it would take 11 days, but then it's a small town stadium and it gets a 7,000 capacity. And I think that's the most important thing with our stadium right now is boosting the capacity, but then working on boosting the fan attendance. Now, we've already been promoted into a new league, which I think that means we're going to start getting more and more fans into the stadiums, which will result in more money to then be able to upgrade the team more and buy better players. So let's work on that. It's only 480,000 coins to upgrade it, so that's fantastic. And the nice thing too is there's full integration with Facebook if you want. You can share all of your upgrades and your boosts with your Facebook friends. You can get your Facebook friends on top 11. You get an endless amount of tokens every time you share stuff. You get 5 tokens. The more friends you get tokens. So there's a lot of different ways, as I've mentioned, to play this game completely for free, especially if you involve your Facebook setup. The squad training is super important. So I went into the training section, and then you can select 4 players at a time to do different set of training routines, if you will. So I'm going to work on my defenders first. Now, a few of my defenders are a little bit more tired, but as long as you keep them to about 60% fitness, they'll be fine during their game. So I'm going to go with my right back, my center backs, my left back. Click done. So we've got 4 players selected, and then let's check the drill. So you've got the attack portion here, you've got the defense portion over here, you've got the physical setup, which I like starting with. So I like warming my players up. It's just drag and drop. So I drag it into the bottom left there for the warm up. Then we switch over to defense, and why don't we just do piggy in the middle and then press play, and then at the end of it we'll get the players to stretch it all out. So you can see at the bottom right, or my body might be blocking it a little bit, but right over here, that takes down our condition by 6.75. So that shouldn't be too bad. We'll start up the training, and then you guys can kind of see how it's all working out as well. So as you can see there, Eric Bailly got 2% aggression, 1% heading, 1% tackling. Jackman, who's just an average pleb for the time being, got a bunch of aggression and positioning. Sergio Ramos got aggression and heading, so that's awesome. You can repeat the work on your players as well if you want to. Now, the nice part at the top, it'll tell you what type of bonuses you're working with. In attack, we have a 2% bonus. In defense, we have a 6% bonus. Possession, we've got a 2% bonus. So I'm going to drop back here. And as deafening as that is, we get a level 7 upgrade right now, which is absolutely fantastic, and you get to choose yet another set of training, which is beautiful. Attacking setups, I think we're perfectly fine. I think now what I want to work on is maybe the defensive setup or maybe the fitness setup. So intro to Carioca webinar, which gives us +3 aggression. Or reflexes. Do we do goalkeeper training? You know what? I don't have any goalkeeper training, so why don't we unlock that? Get ourselves some goalkeeper training, which is nice. Level amateur, which is not a big deal. And it's a tough drill, which is nice. Now that we're all set up, we just gotta wait for our friendly against Jose Mourinho. So I'm gonna show you guys quickly here. It tells you the preparation level, so we're very good. There's no favorite right now, so Mourinho's got a 93%, I guess, setup in terms of their preparation and the players that he has. And there you can see Mourinho's also last 5 games, so he's won every single one. Now I've got a 96% preparation setup, so I'm feeling confident. Let's see how we do. It was starting before I was even ready. Okay, so this is really nice here. So you can set up your team completely different. Now, before Mourinho scores on me, I want to make sure I have my setups right. So there's match, there's bonuses. You can go over here, which is your tactics and your team mentality. Now, right now I have my team on attacking, push down both flanks, a mixed passing style. Now you can do your passing style short, long, however you want. Forced counterattacks, I'm keeping it off. My defensive style is high, pressing high, tackling is just normal, don't want to be too aggressive. Marking is zonal. Now let's just see how the team does for the time being against Mourinho. So it's still 0-0. You can see at the top right of the screen. Oh my God. Okay. And we are pushing. Let me just double check here. Yeah, we're the white team and we're pushing right now. Obviously, we're in the Madrid kits and Mourinho's just using all of his. Is he using like old school? Oh, okay. Marquez scores on us for Mourinho. That's not great. That's a long shot. And again, if you guys are avid players of this game or of this system or of this setup, let me know what the best way is to boost fan attendance, because I would like to try and get myself as that's going to be another goal, isn't it? Get rid of it. Bye. Wow, terrible defending. Who scored? Fernando? Come on, boys. That's awful. Do we make any substitutions? Now, you can live make substitutions and changes. Is any player looking exceptionally tired? You know, Haken's not doing great. I'm wondering if we bring on Jonky for Hacken. Now, let's see here. Make that substitution and save it. Click that. So let's see here. You've successfully saved the changes. Oh, God. All right, now we're pushing here. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Hacken's still in the field. I think he'll get subbed off now, right? Now that the ball's gone out of play. Double check here. If we can do that before the 50th minute. There you go. So Jonky is now, I don't even know if I'm saying his name properly, but he is now on the field. Come on, boys. Now, it did say that he was attacking left player, so it looks like he's not in his favored position. I'm wondering if I need to swap that around. Now, if I swap Jonky and Hazard. Oh, that's better. They're both happier in those positions. So let's hope that... Oh my God. And as I'm doing that, we concede another goal. We're 3-0 down. Come on, man. Press them, press them. Unbelievable. We're getting stomped. It's the 70th minute and it's 4-0. It's like I don't even have a keeper. Like Stecklenburg, if you guys looked at that replay, can we get a goal here? No. If you looked at that replay, Stecklenburg was like on the far right of the field. So that might be where we improve the team, is get a better goalkeeper. Stecklenburg, as far as I can remember, is what, a like 3-star goalkeeper? And we're going to concede a corner, aren't we? Unbelievable. 5-0 to Mourinho. Absolutely. I guess that's why I'm not coaching Man United, really, right? Guys, that's a pretty poor result, boys. So there it is. Game over there. Lost the match in top 11. Yeah, I got that. Thank you. Rewards. So still get a nice amount of rewards even when you're playing with your friends. Now, I lost, so really, what did we end up with here? But anyways, there's the end of the game. So you can go into the match highlights and then set up your team. Let your team rest at the end as well. Get them all set up for the next training session that you can do in 4 hours or the next day. But let me know. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, remember to smash the like button. And I may bring this into my streams as well once the league kicks off in the next couple of days. I think in about 4 or 5 days, the new league, the tournaments, the Champions League, all that stuff starts up. So if you guys want to see more of it, let me know by smashing the like button. I'm enjoying playing this game on my own as it is. I thought you guys would like seeing it as well. Again, all the details to top 11 are in the description down below. Check them out. And as always, we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!